It's only one goal. It's only one topic of discussion. It ain't gonna change until the predicament change. You understand, man? This blackness right here. You feel me? That's some just gonna be some little music in the background. You feel me? This is a beat I made for the app on the phone some years ago. Understanding the wave of the internet, knowing that on the internet you just need a product or something to place on the platform to drive traffic to. And as long as it's appealing enough for people to go there and be entertained, right? Like that beat right there, that beat could be on a website just for people to freestyle all day and just have some, like, it can be called hip hop generator or something. I'm gonna actually probably make a site like that now, put all kind of beats on there for people to freestyle on and all kind of shit. Yeah, but it's only one topic. It don't change. It's liberation. But I mean, the subject matter gets so much more intricate when you think about the struggle and the fight that people went through to try to gain liberation for the black nation. Right? The people, the government said we are opposed to a government inside of a government. Right? That means when you fighting for an economy, you're not simply just fighting for an economy. You're fighting for a political presence for yourself for the future, because you have to appoint people to be treasurers and all kind of things. Therefore, you're creating a government, right? In a form of governance that the people governing, they govern the economy, right? So therefore, you have to have somebody to dictate and facilitate the finances. So then you're creating a political entity, right? So essentially, liberation comes through the creation of a political entity that carries into the future, right? For only one nation of people. And America isn't a nation for only one nation of people. America is a melting pot for every nation to come and develop wealth for their respective homelands, right? And if that were to apply to black people, the respective homeland, according to the story they told us in school growing up, would be someplace in Africa, right? Because we are far removed from that place in Africa that we will be connected to, then the respective homeland that we would have for the economy that would represent us would have to be in America, because we've been here for 100 years. So liberation is very hard to attain because they are opposed to a government inside of a government. They don't want black people delegating land and resources on the same landmass that they're delegating it for white supremacy or for the benefit of white people to have a future that's very comfortable for them, right? So, yeah, the reality that we live in is only as real as it is to, like, it's only as real as it is to the individual. But the fact that a future truly exists and that when a person dies, the future carries on, that means there's something to fight for when you know that there's an injustice or something. That's the true reality of the situation. So, yeah, it's like I don't know, bro. We got to get down to the point that we being adults about adult situations, because certain people may be in a position where they can sit back and allow the system to work for them, but the system was not meant to work for us collectively. Therefore, we're not in a position to sit down and allow the system to work for us. Like, a lot of black people are still scrambling to try to get some type of, like, I'm not doing this to make money with YouTube. Like, I got another website right now that I should be working on with my ads on there and shit. The same like people got a YouTube channel with ads, I got my own website with it. Like, so it's like, what is that line right there? Is that from uh, yeah, but there's only one goal, there's only one topic of discussion. I know it's nothing to see here, But that's gonna change. It's either gonna be a woman on this camera right here. I'm gonna have her just sitting there looking good, just so y'all can have something to see when people pop in here. And then I could have them to sit here and understand and take the message, right? That's the perfect way to get the message across now at this point. Beautiful women. My ex-wife was the perfect tool then. Basically, that's what I'm looking at. Is my ex-wife was the tool to get the goal accomplished because she had so much mass appeal and demanded so much attention that me taking that attention and swinging it over to the agenda would have been basically that's what my ex-wife was really the head of the movement. It'd have been basically like this time it wouldn't have been a man representing the movement because the man learned how to glorify his woman or put the woman at the forefront because people gonna gravitate to her naturally, right? So it's all about like learning how to be compassionate enough to deliver a message to the person that you with every day. Like if you can't get across to the person you with every day, you're gonna have a problem getting across to the masses of people. So that's been probably my problem. I don't have the compassion to sit there and like really like beat it in somebody's head like, hey, do you understand this? I'll be trying, but I lose my patience. So yeah, like this conversation is not really it's not really based on anything particular. It's just I see the world is missing something, you know what I'm saying? It's missing something and I think people scared because what the world is missing, they're gonna feel like, oh, once that happens, that's the end of everything. But some people living in it, it ain't the end of everything. It just gonna mean that everybody happy and everybody go to college and school and everybody just happy and it just is what it is. Everybody's happy. What the fuck's the problem? Like I've been around people that's been happy theoretically and smiling and just interact with each other without no conflict. What's the problem with people interacting like that? I see no problem with that. The children just smiling. Nobody call each other nigger and cracker and beaner and none of that. They just enjoy each other's time. They just chill with each other, right? I grew up like that theoretically, but one day the Mexicans got racist out of nowhere. You like, what the hell your problem? It's like we was cool yesterday, today now we enemies, okay? It's what it is. You made it that way, fuck you. Yeah, but I don't know really what we need to go with this because it's just like, damn, bro. Like, I think that this is just what I'm supposed to be doing out here in the world because it's like, I was gonna make a group in school at Long Beach City College, and then the guy who worked there, he said, "Hey, why don't you create this outside of the school?" He was like, "This seems like it's something that's it's good, but it's not good for the school because of this and that." And it's like, what do you mean, bro? They got a Samoan Polynesian club, they got a Mexican club, they got all these clubs. This is an African American one then. Right? And then he said, oh yeah, but it don't seem like it's good for this organization, whatever, or this school, whatever. He said you should do it outside of the school. The whole thing is that guy is right because what I was gonna create at the school essentially is what I need to do now is create a club that is a nation. And that club is going to be just the same as like what was at school, a president and a treasurer and all these other people that's appointed to things, and then there's going to be members of it. It's like America. We members of America. And that's the whole thing is you exercising your membership based on what comes to being a member in America, and then that's where ignorance lies, because being a member of America probably got so much more benefits than just working at a job and getting a paycheck. Like when you know how to be a member, it's like being a gang member is better. It got a lot of, like, some gang members don't get no money because they're not in the loop. But when you in the loop, then you can get the money when you really a member. When you know how to be a member in a human family. Period. When you know how to move around as a member in a human family, then you advance. You live better. And some people just got it sooner than others. But the whole thing is, it's just about I don't know. It's the energy at the end of the day, bro. The energy that you're really putting out there, or that you really feel. That energy that you really feel is kind of like the energy that you put out there, so to speak. Oh, I gotta delete a video real quick over here on this game. That had to be enough, bro. Whatever. Yeah, but I don't know, bro. I'm just over it though. I'm like, I don't want to even be the person who's like, if this shit really has to get done and there's really like a real tangible effort that has to get accomplished, I'm tired of being the person that feel like they need to do it. Like, I want to just be happy and just live life at this point and just like learn how to be a more the person I should be. Which it ain't got shit to do with this, you know. It ain't black and white and all this shit. But everything black and white. That's the whole thing. Is like the pen is mightier than the sword. So everything is black and white. I'll figure it out though. My thing is, this damn young YouTube dude, he kind of made me like feel like it's not worth fighting for somebody like him, who like who would sit here and say like he straight up said, "Oh, liberation." He said, "Oh, when have black people had liberation?" And then he said, I said something to him, and he was like, "Oh, honestly, bro, I don't care." And then it's like, okay, well, you will use the black experience to your advantage. Like, you will make a YouTube video about being black. You gonna have this certain hair that it got a history to the hair. Like, if you don't care to know the history, you're not even the man that hair represents. You're not that type of guy. That's why a girl gonna like some that type of guy is a threat to a guy who don't know who the threat is. When you already know what's up, bro, I don't know, bro. I done been out there. I done been on social media, and people be like, "Oh, I'm gonna try to get at your wife and this and that. I'm gonna put her. I say, bro, you think I care about that, bro? You think I'm gonna end up on Snap if you fuck around and do get to my wife and you fuck her? You think I'm gonna try to kill you or something, bro? I'm not about to go to prison about no coochie. Like, you fucking dumb. Like, but what's your woman info? You got my woman info. What's yours? Okay, you know I'm married. You know her info. What's your woman info? Get yours up. Cause my wife know everything going on, right? This is just funny, bro. I'm really just learning to be the man that I'm supposed to be, and it's not more as supposed to be, but that like who I'm supposed to develop to be naturally without conflict. with freedom of like mind space and shit. Like, this is an awkward world we live in where you could get bad service from somewhere and then you become the problem when you say something about bad service. The customer or the employee who did the bad service, they not wrong. If they not black, they not wrong. If they black, they gonna fire your ass. But if you not black, they gonna just be like, oh, don't do that shit again. Oh, you fucked up, don't do it. It's okay. You crying and shit. Oh, it's okay. You black, it'd be like, oh, that somebody complained about you. You fucking fired. You know what I mean? Bro, y'all black people gotta wake up, bro. Cause it's like this. I'm living this shit too much, bro. My eyes is wide open. And I can't have immigrants running my life. They do a bad job. They do a bad job as the police. I watch too many videos of police just murdering the fuck out of people, just and all kind of immigrants though, Mexicans and shit. Like now, that's who's shooting people right now. The Mexicans is the ones shooting motherfuckers all the time on these police videos. If you pay attention now, the Mexicans are the ones shooting people in all of these police videos. Oh God, man, this shit crazy. This shit crazy. Then they get manslaughter. Like manslaughter, nigga, manslaughter don't get you no. It's like it gets you the least amount of time for a murder. You need to get that motherfucker capital murder. That's not cool, bro. Yeah, I'll just be watching too much different type of shit, bro, and it'd be like, it's like the police is like weirdos, bro. Like they just killed this one white dude. The guy clearly he going through something, bro. The man going through something a week. Maybe his wife died, one of his kids died. Yeah, I mean, financially shit going wrong. It's just like homeboy overwhelmed or something. He like, fuck it, I'm gonna take myself out, but I'm gonna do suicide by cop. The man needed to get tased, bro. He needed to get tased, maybe. He needed to have a reality check when he woke up the next day and be like, hey, bro, you was at gunpoint, blah, 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 whatever, right? Instead of that happening, right, some female cop, of course, you're not supposed to flee and just turn around and run and put your back to somebody. But when the cop can, like, turn for a second and run back to open up more of a distance to make sure they don't have to shoot their gun at somebody. The man don't got a gun out or nothing. You got other officers with tasers and guns out. The other, as soon as simultaneously when this cop shoots his taser, it's like this lady wanted to kill this guy. She starts shooting a gun as she knows that the guy's going to tase him, because it's like, well, if he tases him, I can't shoot the guy after that, because if he goes down, we got no reason to shoot this man. So now I'm just looking at this shit like, wow, bro. Like, this lady didn't have no fucking reason to shoot this guy, bro. And she was like the only one who shot. And it's like, wow, like you killed this man, bro. The man even down there sighed and made a noise like he regret the shit. Like it was like he wanted to be like, damn, bitch. Damn, I might have. It was like, what the fuck? Like, damn, bitch, you ain't give a nigga, no, you ain't shoot a nigga in the leg, straight 3 torso shots. Bam, bam, bam. It's like, whoa, you didn't miss one of the shots or nothing, bro. You wanted to hurt this man. You wanted to hit him in vital organs. Every shot, probably liver, kidney, heart, liver, kidney, lung. lung, kidney, every shot. That's what she wanted to do. Stomach, kidney, lung, artery and shit. That's crazy, man. That lady didn't have to shoot that man, bro. White, black, green, orange, Cambodian, Ching Chong. I don't care what he is, bro. You did not have to shoot that man like that, bro. Many other cops wouldn't have did that, bro. Even the two other cops there didn't look like they felt the need to do that, bro. They had this guy at this place I was living at this one, or I was working at this one place that these people was like living in RVs and shit. You gotta realize somebody living in an RV, they already accepted like less of a lifestyle. Whether no matter what reasoning they might have to accepting that lifestyle, oh, I sold my house or whatever. Whenever they end up in the RV park, they taking they settling for less because a house is much more, it's much more all kind of shit. No matter what you say, if you live in an RV, you're living in something that's stationary on the regular, and then you could drive it off, yeah. But once you start living somewhere for 2 years stationary in an RV in an RV park or some shit, you pretty much should just get you a house. A lot of these people be living in RVs every day, and because the place tell them they gotta leave for 1 week, that's the only reason they leave and shit. But the whole point is this: there was a guy there whose wife died randomly. Like she was fine, she down there didn't have no signs of sickness and shit. One day she just got sick and went to the hospital. Within a week she was dead. So, and I don't think it was particularly COVID related, but it was during COVID season, at the height of COVID and shit. But so the guy is going through stress and depression and all kind of emotional shit. He want to take himself out damn near. The guy start getting drunk and doing dope, whatever. He going through it. Like they people were saying him and his wife was best friends, like really best friends. Like they were like one of them couples that really got along and it matched and shit. So homeboy going through it. I come to work there, tell me like, oh yeah, buddy was out here last night. Homie was out on the ground, he throwing all his shit around. He was like in a drunken rage. You know, the neighboring people could call the police. The police could come. They could shoot that man. But that man is going through some shit that he can get over in a week. He might even need to be in a goddamn mental institution, a mental, in a straitjacket for a week until he come to his recollection. But who killing a motherfucker who going through something? That's not good cop work. That's not good cop work, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That's just not, bro. So I'll be just looking at too much shit on the internet. I don't watch Netflix and none of the other shit. I don't watch nothing but YouTube. So I watch YouTube. Usually I'm watching realistic shit. I don't be watching bullshit. Like I'm watching realistic, like things that's like most of the stuff on YouTube is real. Real people post the videos about their real life, or it's just real stuff usually on YouTube, right? So yeah, I'm just watching too much. I see all of the fake, like the fake woke shit. Like the generation of the sellouts is like they disappeared. Like your Lauryn Hills, how they disappeared out of the music business. All of your like Dr. Boyce Watkins and all of these supposed to be old heads, even like Brother Polites and all of these dudes that when it's time for that economy talk, it's time for that real grown black shit. Like, hey, when we gonna have an African American made car? When we gonna have an industry? When we gonna have these kind of things that we see that other people got? And when that discussion is time for that to happen, then all of the elders disappear, and now you got all of the people that's only like 35 and shit, 40 years old barely, that's supposed to be the new elders of the youngsters. And that's everybody that's in the media on YouTube and shit like that, right? All of the 35-year-olds. So this is new media, DJ Academics type shit. So like hip hop uncensored. I'm saying he not the only one, but what I'm saying is like Wallow and them, they supposed to be elders, right? But then they over here trying to look younger and shit, like those door to door magazine salesmen that shave their mustache and shit like that, so they can lie and say, oh, I did door to door magazine sales. So I know how it go when they make you shave your facial hair, and cause you gotta look young, cause you're gonna tell them, oh hi, I don't believe you know me. I'm whatever, and I'm in the National Career Awards, and it's for people that's 18 to 25, and you already 27. So it's like, well, you lying already, even though you close. It's like shit, you lying while you even reading the script. That's Gillian Wallow. They the door to door magazine salesman that's presenting it like a. They supposed to be like a, oh, we younger than we younger than we perceive to be. So we a bridge from the old heads to the young heads. That's who Wallow and Gilly supposed to be. So you young guys can still listen to us because you don't see gray hair and then we don't got no facial hair and shit. So we look relatively young. So then that's what the role they trying to play, right? $1 million worth of games. So they trying to act like to the youngsters that they doing something, and then they bring young rappers and people that's relevant to that audience on their show to make their shit have some relevance. But the thing is more like, what the fuck have Gilly did for Philadelphia rap? Like, where's the big ass huge? This is about to get too real now because man, it's too easy to start a LLC and a DBA and a S corp and all of this shit to start bank accounts, and it's too easy for Gilly the Kid and Benny Siegel and Freeway and Meek Mill or fucking Peanut Live 215 and all of them young Philly niggas or all of the underground type Philly niggas, Brody and I'm Tyrone and all this kind of shit, bruh. You listen to all of the LLCs I just named, right? If Gilly really had $1 million worth of game, right? Every person I just named would have an LLC, and Gilly would have a conglomerate with all of those LLCs from Philly. He would basically be the umbrella corporation that is has everybody else under his shit. So whatever money that everybody else make, Gilly make money, right? That's the way that Gilly the Kid, if he really supposed to be having all this game, why you not the Cash Money Records, and then you got Gilly the Kid Records, and then you got Benny Siegel Records under that, then you got Freeway Records. The whole point is like they don't got no fucking game. They don't got no fucking game. They should be on over there telling all of the youngsters, every youngster, take $700 and go start an LLC. Go start your LLC. Everybody got a job. Everybody got enough money to go start an LLC. That's what everybody. That's where we start off in this world right now. The world starts off in 2022 with go get an LLC. 18 years old to 75. No matter what, if you ain't senile and if you over the age of 18, everybody should have an LLC. Every person. Then from there, every form of contact you have with people should be through your LLC. Every time you talk to somebody, it's all about, hey, how can we make money through our LLCs together? How can we do commerce through our LLC and develop business credit through positive interactions through our LLC? This is why I didn't have, when I started to go get my LLC like a couple weeks ago, for some reason, the fucking Secretary of State website talking about, oh, it's going to be down until the 29th. And I'm like, damn, that's like 8 days away or something. I'm like, what's the odds of that? Like, it was like if I'd have did it 2 days before that, I could have did it right away. And then I wouldn't have had to do everything they make you do now, like put your phone number and do all of this crazy shit. Before, you just get on there, put your information in there, simple information, your name, your email. You put all of the little information, you pay the money, boom, done. Now you got to put phone number, do this verification, do this, do that, do all of the other same simple process. And I haven't even went to the completion part yet, but it's like maybe there's some extra shit still there. And it's like at the end of the day though, okay, so now yeah, I can do it now. And I don't gotta make. I'm figuring like, am I gonna do that, or what other play I'm gonna make? But I'll probably see tomorrow. I might just start the LLC and then start having business interactions the way I'm supposed to, like having business interactions. So yeah, man, this is just a sad reality though of like a misguided nation of people who, we was already told that the person that we was meant to respect and take guidance from, according to the historical context, was put in a tree and killed off. So then who was teaching us? If the elders were hung and put in trees and lynched, killed, all of this shit happening to them. The man, all of the older men getting accused of raping white women and getting killed and all this kind of shit, right? Whistling at women, you get killed, all this kind of shit. Then who was raising all of these generations of children every time they was doing this to the older people? And what was a priority for the women raising the children as this is happening to the older people around them? What is the priority to teach the child? Is the priority group economics? Like, hey, kids, like, they killing all of the motherfuckers out here that's practicing good group economics. So I think y'all should practice good group economics. No, I think you kids should act like niggers and go buffoon around. Go scratch your head and scratch your ass like a baboon. If you don't do that, they're gonna kill you. Then the kids, they get so used to that shit, they be like, well, damn, I got lost in this shit, mama. I can't get back. I'm done. Now, ooga booga chicka mugga. Oogie boogie. Like C-Mac. That nigga C-Mac, what he trying to put? That nigga is so stupid, bro. Like, it's like, bro, stop trying to indoctrinate these children so much. You're trying to put C's in, he trying to put a C in the word about. Account. Like, bruh, ain't not one Crip in the whole damn world be saying account. I live in a city of Crips. Them niggas ain't saying account. You're just trying to fuck these kids, the few kids that fucking listen to you, bro. You're trying to fuck their head up, bruh. This shit is crazy. Yeah, but this is what they want for black people. They want C-Mac to be the modern day role model for black kids, right? A guy who will tell them some awkward type of side way that another black man is your enemy. But even though there is another person of your own likeness that is your enemy, you are still a loving, caring person who cares about people and give back five the community. Like, you love five the community, but you only still don't like these one particular groups of motherfuckers, but you got a whole lot of other enemies of black people that you would kill at the drop of a dime. But you love five communicate. Like, I'm just the condition of our people is fucking doomed, bro. We doomed. And it's for people who don't seem to feel the way you should feel when you born and the way you when you just exist. Like, when you want a million sperm cell race, you don't need any validation about being a winner. You don't need no validation, bro. But some people, they need to be in the NBA and get a title because they not gonna feel like a winner. But some people didn't win a million sperm cell race. That's the truth. Some people come from science, artificial insemination, going to a sperm bank, having a surrogate mother and shit. Somebody took the sperm from this man and put it into that woman. That's still a scientific baby, or artificial insemination. That's not two people had sex and conceived a child. Not the same. Not the same. Even though theoretically you say, oh, well, it's the same because they just put the egg in there, or they put the sperm cell in the egg directly. Well, that sperm cell didn't race. It didn't race like the other ones. The other ones raced and had to win. That one didn't have to race nobody. So yeah, I'm a winner. I'm a real winner. I know for a fact I'm a real winner out here. I don't know about everybody else. I don't know how everybody else came through to existence, but I know for a fact I am a winner. I don't need no validation from no person, no championship ring, nothing. Oh, you call the other Shangos. Oh, that's what you do. Call the other ones. I got ya. I'm about to get on y'all now. Let's see. You thought it was over with. Let's get them. Hey, but it's another thing. This another narrative right here, right? About like what I'm seeing out here, like in California, they use like nepotism and racism in the job force real crazy, right? And civil rights is not publicly recognized as Mexicans being involved in the struggle with civil rights. It's publicly recognized that black people were diligently fighting for like already for decades and centuries, but during that time frame, for civil rights, you would say probably it was a decade fight that led up to civil rights being what it was. So my thing is like civil rights and affirmative action are two key factors that created what they end up terming as a minority, right? Civil rights and affirmative action creates the classification of a minority. Based on those two things, civil rights and affirmative action, the classification of minority, it truly is supposed to encompass the benefits to be reaped by the African American who was being excluded in the job force prior to affirmative action, right? So then when they classify the Mexicans and Chinese and all of these other immigrants as minorities at that point, and they encompass them into the same cesspool with black people as minorities, now we don't have to only employ black people. We can employ every other immigrant because we put them all in the term of minorities. So now in California, they use that minority shit to hire a lot of Mexicans. So it's funny that white people don't have a problem working with a lot of Mexicans. And then it comes to be that a lot of Mexicans end up acting like white people and dyeing their hair blonde and certain shit and playing the role of a white person to somebody on the outside looking in, right? And then they'll have an obvious Mexican in certain position where you say, you know that for a fact that's a Mexican. The other person you go, oh, you can't tell. But then if they start talking to you, you look at their name or you start seeing how they talk to the other person, you say, okay, I see why they didn't even hire everybody here hired and shit. But this is the truth about it though. They don't do the best job. That's not why they all got the job. That's not why. They do not do the best job. That's not why. We have to get that shit out of it. We have to nip that part in the bud. The reason they have the jobs is not because they do the best job, right? Now, there's a lot of shit that's been happening if you look over the course of the last 10 years, right? There's been a huge trade school epidemic, right? And now when you look at it, it was the way for the Mexicans to get into the workforce the way that they are prominently in the workforce. So they got a gang of human resources type of credentials. That was the key first to get the human resources credentials, because then we get the hiring and firing, and we do all of the maintenance in terms of the the actual human resources. Like, we control the resource of humans that come in and out of this company. So then, outside of the human resources people, then we're going to have all of the logistics, like all of the other areas that we need to have somebody have knowledge to be the supervisor. So we need you to have a credential from these trade schools in these areas to be these certain positions, right? So then when you're in these certain positions, you can ridicule the black person for no damn reason, and then you can just be cool with your own peoples, and then y'all can just create your whole little we don't really do much and barely work environment. Like, they do a bad job. I worked around these motherfuckers too much. I'm tired of seeing it. I done been in too many. I don't work at a temp agency for so many years. Like, always worked at this place. I don't know how I end up like that, but it's like I always knew to keep this as to keep this job, never fuck it up, and just always keep this job. But really, I should have sued him years ago. I'd be retired already, and it really is righteous what I should have sued him for. But I don't know, bro. I just work with a lot of these people, and through that temp agency, I worked in warehouses owned by Asians, and it'd be a furniture warehouse, and they got the worst fucking whole procedure, and it'd be Asians that got Mexicans working there full time, and they hire out some temp agents, some temp workers whenever the Mexican niggas that work there can't do the job. And then it'd be like, you'll get there, and it's like, first of all, why y'all loading y'all truck like this, bro? It's the most unorganized shit I ever seen in my life. And then on top of that, you saying, why your warehouse like this? Like, this shit is dangerous in here. Like, some of that shit from up there could fall. You gotta walk around that motherfucker on eggshells. Like, I'm never coming back here, bro, ever again. So then, yeah, it's just like, damn, bro. Like, y'all people act so this and that because you probably did a couple good plays when you first came and got you a Benz and got a good little mortgage payment in a good neighborhood. But bro, y'all businesses don't even be like the most. It's like, come on, G, I really be in there. I be in there. And I see constantly Mexicans that don't work, bro, laughing, giggling, hee hee ha. I'm like, how the fuck they can get away with this, bro? Like, how? So then imagine, right? Now we in the place where, okay, these motherfuckers got all of the dispensary jobs. You don't see a goddamn brown skinned person in sight. Never. You would get lucky to see a black girl in there. Lucky. And that's because she's a black chick. Like, she attractive. She was attractive to somebody. That's why they hired her. The thing is that so then you go to the dispensary, right? And then you be like, hey, excuse me, man. Like, you asking this dumbass motherfucker over and over again, hey, what's the THC percent in the weed? Because some places don't want you to touch shit, put a plexiglass up after COVID, all this kind of shit. So you say, man, just what's the THC, bro? The person give you the cannabinoid percent. You say, man, I already done dealt with these idiots in these dispensaries over and over. You say, hey, bro, look, I already like, can you make sure what you're reading to me is the THC percent and not the cannabinoids? Like, I don't want the cannabinoid percent. I want the THC percent. Sometimes that shit can range from like 6% difference or something like that. Like, So it's like you don't want nobody to tell you, oh, the THC percent is, 30, and then you buy it and then it's 23.6, and it's like, nigga, I would probably not have bought this shit if you'd have told me the right percent, bruh. It's some shit over here for that's 27, 28%, saying like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck I'm gonna buy this for? So I done had that happen multiple times. It's like, bro, you work in a dispensary, bro. It's not much. Like, you people want to sit here acting like you Mr. Know It All. Oh, the gummy bears here and this and that. All I asked you was, what's the THC amount? You work in a dispensary. You want to tell me about the gummy bears and the extracts and this and that. But if I just ask you a simple, the most damn near simple question you could ask somebody about weed, you give me the damn cannabinoid. You only got three numbers down in the reader. Let me see. You got how many numbers you got on this motherfucker to read off? Where is that? Where is that, G? Oh, it rubbed off on this. Let me see it over here. So you just okay, yeah. So you got your CBD, you got your THC, and you got your cannabinoids, right? So they got three numbers that they can read off. So you say, hey man, what's the THC count? Now the cannabinoid, it say at the top, total cannabinoids, right? Clearly at the top. Then it says THC under that, and then next to THC it says cannabinoid. So if I ask a motherfucker, hey bro, what's the THC amount? How are you giving me the cannabinoids when it clearly says total cannabinoids at the top? So my thing is like, damn, bro, you can't even do a good job, and all you do is sell weed. You're not a rocket scientist. Like, if somebody was depending on your ass that can't give up the simple fucking THC amount in weed to approximate the fucking jet fuel amount that it takes to not blow up a damn fucking rocket upon spontaneous combustion and fucking liftoff of people into space, you're gonna fucking blow up everybody, bro. The fuck? You can't do that. If you can't give me some ketchup with my fries, you can't do an open heart surgery. So I'm just fed up with the type of like service that people getting in this country where it's like, bro, how the fuck do they get away with this, bro? I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. And there's videos out there with the Mex. I'm gonna find that video. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start putting this shit up on my website, bro. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find a video with the Mexican girl from Walmart where she sitting right there saying, "Hey, I'm tired of you people here at Walmart. Y'all fired at black people for no reason. Y'all just y'all racist and this, that, and the other, right?" It's videos out there with people telling the truth about their experience and the jobs because they Mexican. People think, oh, you don't give a fuck about those blacks. Like, they think all the Mexicans is the same. And she just was one that she ain't prejudiced. So she had something to say, got on the PA when she quit, and yelled and said it all throughout the PA system to all of the customers and everybody, and quit and left, right? Probably because she watched How High and seen her homie quit. Or no, half baked, I mean. But yeah, G, it is what it is. I don't get no fuck. I'm like, it's to a point I'm almost over it. I'm almost over it, you know what I mean? Like, I got on 40 Cal Live. I told homie he a sellout and this and that. And fucking like a month later, that dude said on his live, he got mad and he was like, I don't give a fuck about no sellout and this and that. My rollie don't make TikTok videos, nigga. That's what he said, right? And a month later, his daughter supposedly dead on Goat Island. What? Like, what's all of these coincidence? Like, and first of all, come on, G. Come on, G. 40 Cal was a sellout, bro. In battle rap, they use the term GOAT all the time, right? 40 Cal, after his daughter died, came back to battle rap with a partnership with RBE, right? In battle rap, which is known to have the term GOAT, right? His daughter died or was last seen on Goat Island. What's the coincidence of that right there, right? And we all know that the goat is a reference to the Baphomet and that hermaphrodite motherfucking goat deity that's supposed to represent as above and so below and all of that kind of shit, right? But we all, man, come on, everybody know what that shit is at this point, bro. That goat shit is not about LL Cool J and the greatest of all time and all that. LL Cool J is known for ushering in Masonic shit, right? He came in with the right pants leg or the one pants leg up. That's a Masonic ritual. You can look up the shit on the internet. He came in and ushered in a Masonic ritual, and we did not know that. Did that shit when I was coming up. I mean, but it's still a cool thing. It's still like a, yeah, I mean, it's a swag thing at the same time. But I mean, because it is, it's a swag thing. But that don't mean that it really ain't come from and stem from that Masonic ritual shit. But you got to think for LL Cool J to usher in that pants leg shit and then be the main reason everybody used the term GOAT. He played a huge role in this Illuminati shit. That is the cut and dry of it. He the reason people put them pants legs up. He the motherfucking reason people say GOAT right now. And when he came up with the GOAT shit, it was something like a phenomenon. What the fuck? This shit is all like no coincidence. That's crazy. He came back out of nowhere, start rapping and shit again. Then he talking about he the GOAT. Then he came out with that song. I forgot the first song. And then it was that something like a phenomenon shit. But that's crazy. That GOAT shit was a phenomenon to the point that it still lives right now in battle rap. But yeah, after I told 40 Cal he a sellout, homeboy sacrificed his daughter, nigga, and then he come back and make a partnership with RBE. Well, who really got bars in RBE and shit. So Buddy don't he said I don't give a fuck about no sellout and all that shit. My rollie don't make TikTok videos. So he say money matter more to him than morals and money and moral. Same amount of letters. Both start with mo. Money and morals. What you got mo of? Yeah, man, but I'm gonna start doing this because like I feel like I need to just do this. I don't give a fuck. Like it's not about me having 20 or 50 or a million viewers and shit like that on these videos. However it end up. But if me doing these videos transcends into something that is supposed to be later on based on somebody hearing it and doing more, then that's why I'm gonna do it. It's not about getting paid with this YouTube at all. This YouTube done been through it, bro. This YouTube done been through it, bro. I haven't used this YouTube in so long, bro. But it's like, at this point, I think this is the sole purpose for this YouTube. It's not entertainment purpose. It's not monetary gain. It's simply the understanding that I was just a happy kid playing freeze tag. And America called me a nigger. And that day that America called me a nigger, I wanted to know what the fuck America's problem was because what did I do to America, right? I don't know what my daddy did, my uncle, my grandpa, my mom and them, but America, why the fuck is you calling me a nigger, right? So then I want to figure it out, and probably all throughout my life, I just was really trying to. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? You know what I'm saying? You just like, nigga, what? Like, cause then even as a kid, you probably had to figure out what does that mean. Like, you already kept on asking people, what does nigger mean? I don't take it as disrespectful because first of all, I don't even know what it means, but I need to know what that means, right? And then some people, oh, they just saying you black and whatever. But then somebody finally gonna give you a dictionary or tell you the actual definition, and you say, well, I mean, how is that only directed towards me? Like, you know what I'm saying? You like anybody could be a nigger according to the definition. You like, why? How am I the nigger? Like, how is that? Why is it acting like they're acting like I'm the ignorant? Like, it means anyone can be a nigger per the definition per before Webster changed the definition to incorporate, black people. They changed that definition because they probably didn't like the fact that they made it seem like that to the average kid that kept asking, what the fuck does that mean? Right? They wanted to answer that question for the kid when they go into the dictionary now, instead of it just saying ignorant, for that child to end up like me saying, you know, throughout them growing up, they gonna be like, fuck you to the whole world. It's like, bitch, I never been ignorant. Like, I was a smart ass little kid. Like, the fuck, like, people knew I was a smart ass little kid. And I was athletic as fuck. But then I start watching shit like Boy Meets World and all these shows, and I just did not want to be the popular asshole jerk motherfucker, right? I just didn't. I feel like those shows develop people and their personalities. And I developed my personality through watching those shows, who I did not want to be, through interactions I seen. Oh, I don't want to gangbang based on what I'm seeing with these gangbanging motherfuckers. I don't want to be this type of entity because of what I'm seeing on these shows or whatever the fuck, right? So, and it was really like that. Going through school, certain little shit you see on the shows, you're like, damn, some of these interactions is real. Some of this kind of shit was like how you was watching on these TV shows. And it's like, I realized, like, even then, I was like, even in my life now, I be trying to avoid fame and shit. And it's like, I feel like it's no way I can avoid fame. It's no way because when I peak out financially, it's no way that people won't record me without me knowing. Because I'm going to be enjoying life in a way that you're going to be like, oh shit, look at that over there, and just be like, oh, I want to record that because I've probably never seen that, or it looks enjoyable, or it's entertaining for the time. But yeah, I'm telling you, literally, I did this shit in high school. At one point in 12th grade, I fucking hid from the whole school. like I don't know, it got weird. It was just like, damn, like the whole school was trying to force me to like, I don't know, to be involved, and it's like, bruh, I don't care about that shit, bruh. Like the Samoan niggas would be trying to fight me, or like not fight me, but they'll try to treat me like the blacks that's in that bullshit, and it'd be like, it'd be like just all kind of shit. All the football players trying to holler at the girl that they know you talk to or something, or it's just stupid shit. You like, bruh, why do y'all like why do y'all want me to engage with y'all so much? Like, why do you want me to, like, for what? Even people I grew up with that went to my high school, it was like I was hiding from them niggas. Like I had to hide from people. But it's not like I'm scared or no shit. It's just like, I don't know, bro. I feel like I think I realize now a little bit that people hold me back. That's what I gotta realize. Like, people hold me back, and they don't want me to succeed and excel. Because in high school, when I'm thinking about what I'm saying right there, I had a teacher's aid class. I had two TA classes in 12th grade, and or three. I think I had three. Was it TA? I think I had three TA classes. So I had three TA classes in 12th grade, and then one of them I was a library aide. So then as a library aide, then I would have my library aid class right before lunch on these certain days. So I would stop coming out of the library on lunch and just stay in there. But then what I would start doing is I say, well, initially I say I'm gonna get on the computer, do whatever, because I could use the laptop, get on the internet and shit. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start doing my work and doing certain shit. And then low key, right when I start really like getting a good little rhythm, all of a sudden one day one of these fools found me in the light. They like, I don't. They must have been searching far and wide. Just look over here. Look in the bleachers. Look at the big gym. Look at the small gym. Look on this side. Look over here. Look there. Look there. They probably looking for weeks. They say, where is he at, bro? Like, it don't make sense. Like, he don't got a out of school lunch pass. He don't got none of this shit. He didn't leave early. Still got classes and this and that. He say he got a sixth period. He ain't gone yet and this and that. So it's like, yeah, that fool finally found me one day. And from that day, man, Buddy came in there that day. The next day he came in there by himself. The day after that he came in there by himself with one other girl that came and left. Then he came in there and that girl came and she never left. Then he came and that girl came and then she came with a friend. And it's like, bruh, now it's 12 people over here, bruh. Like, who the fuck is all these people? Like, bro, you brought all these people. I mean, I'm talking to them and I develop a bond with them because they here in my space now. But it's like, bro, you brought all these people over here, bro. It's some cute chicks, like a motherfucker. Like, none of the girls was ugly. The people was cool, whatever. But it's like, now the librarian keep coming over like, hey, y'all loud, y'all gotta go. They be telling me, oh, you can't stay in here after the TA class. They damn near wanted me to stop being a TA. Like, hey, you be having the library like getting a bad rep now. I'm like, what? Like, bro, I was chilling, bro. But it's like, yeah, even the people there be seeing me, bro. I be sitting there trying to work while I like it'll be people all around. I still be trying to work. I'll be like trying to not be distracted while they interacting around me, and they just force you like, oh yeah, hey, what you think about this in this magazine? Oh, what's up? What you think about this? Or hey, she said you cute or something. Like, man, god damn, bro, I'm trying to do my homework for my next class that I didn't do last night. Yeah, but ultimately, my whole point is this, bro. When I was saying who groomed those children, when they was putting grandpa and daddy in the tree, is because those children pretty much probably got groomed at some point by the school system, right? Then the school system told them, we put your grandpa and your daddy in the tree. And then they told them, look at the ground when a white man walk around, boy. And then they said, you was a goddamn slave and a nigger, and you wore potato sacks as clothes, no shirt, you got shark teeth, motherfucker. You dumb as fuck. And a white man is everything to you. Because like he the one who came and got you from over there where Ooga Booga Chugga Mugga land. And you know, you see Feed the Children commercials on TV, so you know we saved you from Feed the Children type of lifestyle. So you should praise the white man. And yeah, This shit's kind of like growing up in America. That's how I feel like that's what it was. You know what I mean? You growing up, you came out and you was a baby, and then as you came out as you was a baby, this is my whole perception of me really growing up. Right? This is me growing up to right now. I came out as a baby, then about time I could walk around and shit. Okay, I could go outside. Outside is crazy, right? Outside is crazy. It's drive-bys, it's gang banging, and motherfuckers outside all day. So, but outside, when I'm saying it's crazy, okay, back then gang banging was very much more outside. Like people wasn't in the house like people was in the house during COVID. Nigga, gang banging was outside. 100, 200 motherfuckers outside on this block. Patch of 20 motherfuckers right here, 15 right here, 10 on that side of the street or something. Maybe not every block, but it's gonna be people outside interacting. People going up and down the street. Kids playing. Dirt bike up and down the street. Fireworks popping. Ice cream truck. All kind of shit going on, bro. So yeah, coming out as a kid though, my whole thing is like, okay, as a kid, then you start going outside. I remember a gang of crazy shit, people getting hit by cars, bitten by dogs, shot, like just all kind of dumbass shit. When we finally moved from LA, some dude got shot 5 times. He coughing up blood. Some chick trying to give him CPR. We just looking at this shit. Ambulance wheel him off and shit. But he dead, right? It's like, damn, bro, that dude used to send me to the store all of the time, get food and shit, like little snacks he wanted and give me the change. I'm like, damn, bro. Like the one dude out of all of these people that I kind of was cool with, because I knew all of the other niggas was extra out game banging. Like them niggas was extra out. If I would have fucked with them, then I would have been like, I'd have been little somebody right now. But shit, because of the dude I was only kind of cool with, he was the one who already got shot up and tried to stop banging and shit. But I guess he was used to be shooting so many people, they wanted him dead and shit like that. But yeah, man, I remember that shit, bro. But yeah, it'd be like before all of that, as all this shit coming up, you already live in a fucked up environment. But then these people on the outside looking in, they not over here doing nothing to help it. They calling you niggers and shit. It's like, nigger. Like, fuck you mean, bro? Like, what are you doing to help the situation here? Y'all, because when you grow up, you realize, oh, y'all was delegating a motherfucking budget in City Hall, at City Council, and all this shit. Y'all was delegating the budget. And I'll be damned if you show me the budget and then I can delegate that motherfucker to make sure that if I was the kid I'm delegating it for, it's gonna reach that kid where that kid gonna be able to get straight A's. That's all the person in City Hall job is to make sure the streets is clean and the kids can get straight A's. That's it. Because the people job is to become the fucking city, right? Like the people supposed to become the businesses. The people are supposed to become what the city is. But the city job is also to incite people to act and become the city and say, hey, man, we need restaurants. We need this. We need that. So you either you give out loans or you get people to say, hey, man, you already have your own capital. We can do whatever. But it's like, I don't see the Caucasian city hall presence in my life growing up as a kid. I don't see them in my apartment buildings, or I don't see them motherfuckers them days them drive-bys was happening. I didn't see the city hall coming up like, with no I didn't see city hall doing shit. City hall should have motherfucking been up in our building that day. Like city hall should have been in the building the day that it got shot up, and then they'd have been like, oh shit, uh we need to do something about this, nigga, because they almost took our fucking head off. Yeah, this not cool though, bro. This not no life for nobody. Because the common Caucasian child, they only know the gun because they become gun mongers because they feel like, oh, we need to protect ourselves from the black people who gonna do something based on the history we taught them. And then it's like, but you don't know nothing about being in a war, like living in a war. Like you trying to make a war up in a whole nother country and say, oh, we going over here testing out our crazy ass military guns and shit that we want to kill people with. We really making up a war in our head so we can go use these guns on people. But they not in the everyday war where as soon as you wake up, you just go play outside and then it's a drive by and you can get your motherfucking head shot off. They kids not in drive-bys. So the white people play with guns, but it's not serious with guns in their neighborhood. Whole different scenario. Who is a Caucasian C-Mac? Since they want to play like, oh, Takashi 69 is a clown version of a black motherfucker. Well, who is the Caucasian C-Mac? Because it ain't Milk 74 and it ain't Takashi 69. We want a white man like Milk 74 who is hell bent on killing other white motherfuckers and calling white, like when Milk 74 talk about the white people in jail, he don't be coming at them like, yeah, fuck the Woods and yeah, this and that, and he just be like, yeah, they call them Woods and whatever the fuck, and we have problems, whatever. You don't even know who the fuck Milk enemies is because he know better. You a white nigga that if you gonna fuck around and diss the wrong motherfuckers and they gonna really spill your ass. Like niggas don't be playing about that shit. So Milk 74 be skating that thin line of keeping his fucking mouth closed. And you don't even see how C-Mac, like, it's funny that you got people in this world, right, that just was sitting at the bus stop and they was going to their grandma's house or some shit. And they don't gang bang at all. And that motherfucker got shot up at the bus stop. Then you got a motherfucker with Hoover Killer on his forehead. You done seen this nigga live for like 2 years in your face. How the fuck can a nigga that's innocent bystander, an innocent person, not a gang member or nothing, just cause he black, and at a bus stop, nigga ride up and say, "Hey, where you from, cuz? I don't bang." Nigga, stop lying, cuz. Pow, pow, pow. That's literally the interaction somebody has been through that died. It's been, "Where you from, cuz? I don't bang. Stop lying, cuz. Bow, bow, bow." Right? And it's like, what the fuck, bro? I don't bang, nigga. You would I have to say a gang for you to not shoot me, motherfucker? I have to say your hood, like your hood. I'm from your hood, bro. I'm from your set, my nigga. Please, whatever set you want me to be, don't kill me, motherfucker. I got some coochie to get. The fuck's your problem, right? This America though, man. A lot of motherfuckers ain't really lived this shit, bro. I think that's the reality about America is a lot of people don't care because this shit ain't real for a lot of motherfuckers. Like Long Beach ain't LA. Long Beach ain't Compton. Santa Ana might be Santa Ana, and some people could say Santa Ana is gangster and shit like that. But that shit ain't Long Beach, and Santa Ana ain't Compton. So no matter where is this and that, it's like some people, even in Santa Ana, right? You got cities around Santa Ana that ain't gangster, just like cities around LA that ain't gangster. So everybody in LA County ain't been shot at. Everybody ain't been banged on. Everybody in Burbank, people in Burbank is from LA County. That's close enough to LA for some people to say it's LA. That don't mean that the white people and them Armenians and shit in Burbank and Chatsworth and shit, that don't mean that they are in LA. They are not the fucking LA. They are 30 miles damn near away from what you would say LA is. The same as going from Long Beach to LA. Not the same, bro. Not the same. But the whole point is like, bro, I think the whole point is it takes somebody from that experience to actually give a fuck. I really was born in LA. I lived in LA till I was 10 years old, moved to Long Beach, right? And to move from a suburban or from a straight up the fucking belly of the beast type of gang violence to a more of a suburban type of gang violence is like, bro. I really just feel like I know what's up, bro. I know what's up, bro. And I really see that there was an agenda to like derail people from certain shit, like from like niggas getting houses and niggas like doing certain shit that we needed to do to progress to a certain level, right? It was all about preventing us from getting straight A's when all this weird shit was happening when we was in school. It was a gang of weird shit. But I still had a position. I've been in a good. I've been doing pretty good, bro. I've been doing pretty good by myself. No real like outside influences needing. I didn't need no much that much advice, bro. I done made some good plays, and I could have turned that shit into a whole lifetime because I done accomplished some cool shit. But I think the point is that it's time for ownership. The same thing P. Diddy was saying, oh, we need to have ownership. We need this and that. We need to okay, well ownership don't mean, you know, partnering with a Caucasian company that's been around for 40 years. That's not ownership. And having a partnership with a company that's been around. Ownership is more like partnering with a company that you partner with that both just popped up because y'all want to create a business. So y'all using each other's money, like so you don't have to fork up everything. You partner with somebody else who can fork up the other part of the bill where y'all retain 50% ownership. Why are you gonna partner with somebody who gonna get, retain 80% ownership and still get a percentage margin off of whatever you fucking do make? It's like the fuck you talking about, bro? Like I'm not doing that shit. Fucking 20% profit plus a 10% markup, nigga, on my other shit. Like that mean I'm getting like 18.2%. Nigga, you got me fucked up. That's the type of shit that companies want to do to you, bro. But the thing is, if Ludacris gonna go and have a conjure and these all these rappers gonna have an alcohol, why the fuck have Snoop Dogg instead of Indigo? Why haven't he partnered with Puff Daddy and Ciroc and they make a Snoop Dogg Puff Daddy collaboration and they both fork up all of the money together and go buy a warehouse and go do exactly what they see other motherfuckers doing? Like, why is P. Diddy a year ago saying we need to have ownership? How the fuck long have you been rich, my nigga? Like, what have you done? You supposed to be a billionaire. Why haven't you developed any ownership? Why are you telling the people who poor, that's the audience who got is regular middle class people that have not reached your level of success yet? You saying, hey, we need to have ownership. We need to do this and that. Motherfucker, it starts from the top. Like, what the fuck? Like, what do you think the people got funded for America? They got funded from the Queen, supposedly, and shit. Christopher Columbus got sent over here by the Queen, right? This was funded from the top. It was funded by a kingdom. This wasn't funded by a couple homeless niggas that came over here and just start panhandling. No. So what? We supposed to be the panhandlers that develop $1 million strategies and then we get start what doing business with you motherfuckers who always trying to get your fingers in to keep making money. Fucking weirdos, bro. I'm just rambling because like at this point, bro, what I'm saying is not all completely connected, but it's still connected in a way. But it's kind of like free thought what's going on. Like I'm still kind of talking about the same thing, but it's kind of just letting it be free thought. Like it's just flowing however naturally without having a hit subject, no certain subject matter. But I can start writing down what I'm gonna talk about just to stay on point and always just like use that to like look and be like, oh, this is what I'm talking about. But if I'm even kind of on the same line of train of thought, this I'm doing that without no pad or nothing to keep me, there. I'm just kind of like remembering sometime what I was saying right before that, and I'm high, I'm drinking. So come on, bro. I'm coherent enough to be saying that I'm not on no bullshit. I'm not saying no bullshit, bro. I know I ain't on no bullshit, bro. I'm just like I'm not trying to wait till I'm on my Kanye moment and I finally, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not selling out, bruh. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to go to Aiden Ross' house and go be all cool with him and try to get followers. And, like, I don't want to cross over like the five heartbeats. I'm good just doing business with black people and that shit grow. That's almost like probably why Five Heartbeats is my favorite movie and shit because that's one point of the movie is that don't ever sell out, bro. Never sell out. That's the point of the Five Heartbeats. The underlining tone and the underlining point of that movie is don't ever sell out. And I never probably even really looked at it like that until I'm saying it right now because I just used to love the movie, the songs, and like, the whole movie. I used to just love the movie. But then I'm realizing that the whole struggle that they was going through the movie is that they sold out like so many different times. Like first, they sold out Eddie Kane or whatever, even though he was having his drug problems and shit. But it was like then they sold out the manager. Then they sold out when the white folks wanted them to not be on the cover, even though they didn't agree to it. But they kind of was like kind of passively in agreement in the movie. But it's like they wanted to cross over. So it was like because y'all want to cross over and y'all want to do business with this Caucasian company, this is selling out. It's like they probably pressured the manager into doing some shit like that, saying, "Hey, we're gonna leave you if you don't make this play for us." I don't remember that part like specifically, but it probably was something like that in the movie. But the whole point is they never needed to go do that deal with the white folks. They should have just had their own LLC, had their own trademark. But that's the point is that the white people preyed on the ignorance of not allowing black people to read, you know, putting the idea in their head that, hey, we used to kill y'all back in the days for y'all reading because it's illegal for y'all to read. So now we say, well, shit, I better not read, nigga, because that's what y'all used to do to us. Well, then fuck, I better not read. So, okay, well, these people don't read. Now they intellectually inferior, right? So now we can prey on them with whatever business practices we create through this contract law and uniform commercial code and shit. This is like the type of person they don't like when you're African American who you will have a uniform commercial code, you will have a Black's Law dictionary, you will have certain type of books around that can immediately deliver the insight and information needed in the circumstance that those books not being around immediately might require, right? I'm like done rambling. I care to be saying what I'm saying, but then it's like I'm not really. It's like following no real train of thought right now. I'm just chilling. I got tired of playing the game. You feel me? Because people be cheating on the game all day long. I'm just tired of getting cheated on the game. But then I'm thinking like I was on YouTube and somebody was commenting back on YouTube some shit I'm saying, but it's like, bruh, that's what kind of like made me even come right over here. Like, fuck it, I'm on YouTube anyway. But it's like nobody's doing what they supposed to do in terms of their blackness, right? It's like I try to tell Buddy, like, hey, bro, I'm trying to let you pay me to like. I'm not going to immediately just give you the insight because I feel like you need to pay more for me to just deliver straight up, get an insight. But when I just do what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna immediately give you the knowledge that I'm not gonna give you by giving you the platform and the password and all of the info you're gonna pay me to do for you at first, right? So then once I give it to you, you're gonna have the insight I didn't want to give you at first. So the person don't want to take the investment. I don't know. He acting like I'm somebody trying to leech off him or like I need the little investment I'm talking about. I'm like, bro, I didn't invest. I got all of that like type of investing in my platforms right now. Like I already invested that in my own platforms. I don't need that, bro. I mean, I don't. It's not like I'm broke, my nigga. Like I don't live with my mama and shit. So it's like, okay, well, fuck, bro. Yeah, buddy got me coming over because it's like, damn, bro. I'm watching homie, and it's like, I want progression for his family and shit like that. Like it's like I don't got no hate. Like, but then it's like, bro, you won't even try to take good advice and do it for your family because I'm not trying to help you per se. I'm trying to help your family, but not just your family. I'm trying to help the black people around you by you taking the insight that I'm trying to deliver to you from my location. I'm not where you from. I'm where I'm from and I'm in my location. I'm trying to deliver to you the insight that you can give the people around you for y'all to move as a collective and grow as black people in your area, right? I'm not trying to act like I'm your daddy or your sensei. I'm just trying to give you the information I feel like is lucrative to progression for any person. The person don't want to receive the information, start trying to act like he taking to offense to stupid shit, create tension and shit in the comments, and then it's always some back and forth. But then the person don't like, there's a reality check, like, bro, hey, you got some envy type of shit going on. You got something going on because it's like, hey, I'm telling the truth about what I'm saying, like right here. And then there's like areas in terms of fatherhood that you not like, you not even on your black man shit. You not on your like Black Panther, like the fight ain't over until it's over. Till the bell ring in the 12th round, that's when the fucking fight is over, bro. If the political liberation journey is not over for the African American, then ain't no black nigga supposed to be sitting in the house and not doing what the fuck, or not talking about this shit. They not grooming their children the right way and all that. Nigga, you supposed to be grooming your children for liberation until it happens. The day that liberation happens, right, it's gonna be a complete 180. You're gonna go from stern and strategic and all of that shit you was doing. You're gonna still be that because you're gonna have an assistant appointed, but it's gonna be overjoy going on. That's gonna be the whole point of your whole existence at that point. Handle business, do the work, and then live good. Every day is a fucking barbecue. Every day is a fucking cookout. We all coming together every day. It's gonna be a tribal cookout every night, bro. That's what they know about black people, right? Black people love each other, nigga. On God, black people fuck with each other. And I can already see it happening, bro. When black people get what they gonna get going, bro, there's gonna be a park. It's gonna be a park in the middle of the goddamn neighborhood, bro. It's gonna be a park in the middle of the neighborhood. That motherfucker gonna have Bluetooth shit set up in the park. That shit gonna be so crazy, bro. Black people gonna all just. That's gonna be the most poppin'est park, bro. Ain't no be no motherfucking police allowed up in there. We're gonna have our own security around that motherfucker. They ain't gonna be playing no games. Ain't no black on black crime up in this motherfucker, bro. We will dump your ass out though if you come in here trying to steal or something. We'll be the black on black crime. We will do you. You won't come in this motherfucker with no bullshit. But yeah, I can see it, bro. I can see it right now. They don't want us to have this self-sustaining entity, bro, because it's gonna be very nice looking, well taken care of. But yeah, black liberation matters. It's an obligation because the future is real. The future is real. We all gonna die, but the future exists. The future always exists, bro. That's one thing you gotta realize as a black person, right? The Bible is a lie, but the Bible got truth in it. And one truth about the Bible is this: a man is supposed to be prudent in thought, bro. That means you're supposed to always think about the future. The future is real. The future is more real than your past because your past is just as fast as me saying your past, right? Every second is your past, but your future is every word that you have not said yet, bruh. Like that you like everything that I'm doing as I'm doing it is almost like my future happening, like in its essence. Like your present is your future because your present, right? And you existing in the present and moving and doing shit is your future. So that's like to say that your current movement is your future. What you're doing right now is your future. So then you would look at the kids and the parents. What the kids and the parents doing right now? They rapping. So what's our future? If we rapping right now, then our future is rapping, right? This is what somebody trying to do. They don't want nobody to disrupt this shit. They did. They fucked over Bill Cosby about this. As a matter of fact, we're gonna end this shit right here, and we're gonna talk about Bill Cosby. We're gonna end this shit.